today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Vegas Raiders versus Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has always said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
On first down, Newton. Man open, it's Darren Waller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Newton on the keeper.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback. And he goes down
It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
It's third down.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 14.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 20.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of
The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Penny here on the ball is jarred free.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense. That's the
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen to Penny. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Chargers.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Down. 3rd and
from the 50. Here's Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
First throw now for the backup car. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And all the way down to the 12. A terrific run there by Penny. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Rashad Penny. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Fights free yet again. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 35. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
First throw now for the backup Brady. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Again, it's Brady. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll bang that one through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Joe Reed returning. And this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's Reed returning. Now ahead. And loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McCrane on for the extra point.
Point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Here's Reed. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
48-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's
4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert on 1st down now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashawn Penny, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
10 yards to go.
And the Raiders have got him. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And a slant held in by Rhodes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just want to... Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, 75 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set to return it. Here's more. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That'll be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punt team on now as this one's set away. On the return, it's King. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll set up to throw.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Penny. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For number 88, incomplete. It's third down.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
20.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use time.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 1st down, Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. This one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
But some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert throwing again. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Jannard Avery getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down and goal.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They snap it to Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert and the Chargers down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They fake the give. Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, it's Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts
First down.
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the contact. Leads to second.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Herbert back to the air. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
To Keenan Allen. Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Onside kick. Recovered by the Raiders.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And with this win and an AFC Championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.